here we go. Just been doing a bit on the dumb irons. Yeah, this had a bull bar on it with a Thomas winch, and it took me a bit to get it off because what I thought though, they are crush tubes in there that are gone now, but I thought it was pipe. But yeah, I don't know, when I pulled them out it looked like it was like a wrapped around piece of sheet, like curled in to make a pipe. But anyway, all that's out. I've cleaned it up a fair bit and put a bit of rust converter around here and needle gunned it and cleaned it out. And I mean, you can see the factory black paint on the side. So it's really only thin in the corner there, and I guess underneath. And I was looking at it, like everything around here is solid, no dramas. Like, I mean, that's the original paint on the chassis. I just seen that it had there's a little bit of rust there. So, like, realistically, I'd only be looking at maybe replacing this piece around the front, and then I didn't want to cut. Well, for what it is, I didn't really want to just try and weld a piece on the front. Plus I replaced the crush tubes in both of them. So I think I've did a bit of thinking out of the box, and I've, instead of cutting it all away and welding another piece in, I've actually fashioned up I'm going the other way. I'm going inside. So what I've got, with a 65 by 3 SHS, but the inside dimension of that is 70. So what I've done, I've added a 5mm plate top and bottom, and I've offset those holes. Obviously you got to offset it because you're adding another 5mm to the side, so you got to allow for it. So that's why it looks a bit weird. And then I was thinking, because I remember trying to get those bolts out, and they were, yeah, they'd flared up, swelled up inside that let's call it a tube. So basically, what I've done, I've got some pipe, and I've just cut it down the centre and made some half pipes, which give the same clearance through there. Like, it doesn't matter that the pipe doesn't sit centrally over the hole. All it is to provide strength to stop crushing down when you put the bull bar on. So yeah, look, I got a bit of, what's that, 34.5, so that's 25 MB pipe. Looks like a 4mm wall. Yeah, close enough. 4mm wall. Cut the bits of that inside of that 65, and just split it down the middle. So, and then I've also, so the plan is I've also drilled here, and the same on the other side, each side. That other hole there was a rust hole, and it's flogged out that there's a bolt that goes through the side. These ones are intact here, there, except that one. So basically I'll just drill back through it. So I've put these provisions in, these two on each side, and I've slotted it up the top, slotted it down the bottom, the same. So all these are plug provisions for this for this insert. So basically it's going to slide in there, it'll line up. I'll just get my hammer. So those holes in there line up. There's your strength for your anti-crush, and then I'm going to weld that in there, plug weld it on the side, plug weld, and plug weld that slot, and then fill those corners up. There's a bigger gap there because that's where the offset of the plate is, so you can't get 70x70. If you could, it would look like that all the way around. But for this little project, I'm happy. So I'm going to fill the corners, weld that all the way around, clean it off, and then cut a 70, or probably a 65x65 plate at a 3mm, and then put that cap on the front, and then I'll obviously put some gal vent holes top and bottom, and then fully weld it and clean it off, and job done. So yeah, took a little bit of nutting out, but yeah, I don't know, just by replacing that, I mean that's only 2.5mm, and how many dumb irons do you see rusted out and sort of don't have enough strength? So basically I think I'm tripling the strength in this area, plus the inside, when it gets galvanised, it's just gonna, you know, that little seam there, or the back of that SHS is just gonna get consumed by gal. And yeah, I might put a drill there and there and there and there for some gal vent, but I don't think I need it. But it might pay if that fills up with gal, and then I don't want to be trying to drill back through that. I suppose I could, but I'll save myself the arse pain when it comes back. So yeah, there's the other one there. It's ready to go in, so it needs a bit more tidying up. Yeah, pretty solid, but yeah, look, want to make it last, do it right, and yeah, I just basically did want to try and cut this out and redo all those holes and cut in around, you know, your spring hanger mounts, and just looked at an alternative way to do it and strengthen it up. So yeah, all I've got left really on here is drilling a few more holes in the chassis down the back, and filling up, welding back in the plates, and straightening the removable cross member brackets. I got a bit funky with that big sledgy down there. Thought I could do it up the top there, and yeah, it didn't work out for me. So just brute force. Yeah, well, I'll show you. I thought I'd be able to just give it a bit of a gentle persuasion, but it buckled that plate, this plate on the other side in the middle when I was tapping that over. But it's no big deal, that's pretty basic arrangement there. So yeah, like I said, I've just got these bits to weld back in, obviously vent it through there, and yeah, off to the galvaniser.